Coaches, you don't have a client problem, you have a lead problem. And if your week is full of making content and your calendar is still empty, that's the reason. You give me 30 days with 0 ad spend and I'll walk you through the fix. And let me lay out what you're getting in this video. 5 steps in order. Do them and you can book 5 paying clients in the next 30 days without spending $1 on ads. My name is Don Markland. I am the co-CEO of Noomii.com. We are the largest coaching directory in the world, and more than 34,000 coaches trust us and are on Noomii.com. And I know what it's like. I have my own coaching practice called Accountability Now. We've been around since 2018. We're one of the largest business coaching firms in North America. I know your world, and I see what actually fills coaches' calendars every day. These steps I'm going to give you are simple, and most coaches skip some of them, many of them, and especially the first one. And that's oftentimes why the other 4 don't work at all. So in this video, I want you to go through each step and don't jump ahead, save it, come back to it, and watch how it works for you. So with that, let's jump in. Step 1, before you make a phone call, before you message anybody, before you do anything, you need your problem statement. This is the step everyone wants to skip, and it's the one that makes the rest work. A problem statement has 3 parts: who you help, the 2 or 3 real pain points that they feel, and the words, I solve that. Real simple. Who, real, then the real pains, and I solve that. And this step matters really more than anything else on the list. When someone asks you what you do and you feel that stress and anxiety because you don't like saying it, and you say something like, I'm a transition coach, or I'm a life coach, or I help people get unstuck, you just became irrelevant. You're white noise. Nobody knows what that means. Nobody can picture the person you help, and they for sure can't identify with it. And they can never refer you a client. And the same thing is when you lead with your certifications, when you say things like, I'm an ICF certified coach. Your ICF badge doesn't tell me who to refer to you. Your ICF badge is meaningless. Nobody knows what it means. Nobody cares. It just says you have some sort of certification in coaching methodology. It doesn't mean you actually solve any problems. So let me show you the difference. And I want you to really ask yourself, which of these 2 statements could you easily refer somebody to? Version 1, somebody asks you, what do you do? And you say, I'm a life coach. Or version 2, real estate agents in their first 2 or 3 years typically struggle with burning cash on leads, chasing every shiny object, and still not closing enough to be financially secure. I fixed that. Notice, you felt the difference. With version 2, you instantly have 2 choices. Either you can say, hey, that's me, I'm that person, or you say, hey, I know exactly who you should talk to. You should talk to Beth. She needs that. And that's the whole point. A good problem statement turns other people into your sales team, because now they can spot your client and send them your way. So before we go into anything else, build yours right now. Write down the exact person, not entrepreneurs, not people transitions, not people that are retiring, a specific type, and then write 2 or 3 pain points that they lie awake thinking about in their words, not coach words, and then add, I solve that. Don't say things like transitions, say things like get unstuck. Be real specific in the things. And let me build one with you so it isn't abstract. Say you coach new managers. Don't stop at I coach new managers, go deeper. Which new managers? First-time managers who got promoted 6 months ago, who now lead people that they used to be peers with? That's a great problem. What keeps them up at night? Well, maybe they're scared to give hard feedback. Maybe they don't know how to delegate. They're doing everything themselves, you name it. Okay, so here would be my phrase. First of all, target demographic. Brand new managers who got promoted from the team they now run, and now 2 or 3 symptoms they struggle with. Typically struggle handling the hard conversations, delegating correctly, and build true respect with their team without wrecking the friendships. I solve that. You go say that out loud at a dinner party and watch someone go, hey, my sister just went through that. That's amazing. That's referral number 1 that you earned with that sentence. You get this one line right and steps 2 through 5 get really easy. And if you get it wrong or avoid it, all you're gonna do is waste time, burn money, and never build your practice. Now, I'm gonna show you who to send that line to first And to be honest, it's people you're already ignoring. Step number 2, your hot 50. The hot 50, these are 50 people you already know who could either hire you or refer you or hand you off to somebody. And you've been sitting on this list the whole time. You just never wrote it down and used it. So I want you to do this right now. Grab a piece of paper or grab your phone, Apple Notes. That's what I did it in originally. And I want you to write down 4 buckets. You'll make these buckets and then you'll fill in the name. Bucket 1, this is past clients. Anyone you've coached, formally or not, even for free, who cares? They already know you deliver. Fill up every name you can in bucket 1. Bucket 2, dormant leads. People who've asked about working with you, but then went quiet. Could have filled out a form, could have connected with you on LinkedIn, something, okay? Not, it doesn't matter if it was 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 5 minutes ago. I don't care, that's bucket 2. Bucket 3, referral sources. These are people who are movers and shakers that you know in and around your target audience, and make sure you have their information on your cell phone, okay? I want you to, this could be your accountant, this could be a gym owner, this could be your old bully in high school that used to beat you up. I don't care. Bucket 4, people who interact with you. Anyone who likes your posts, replies to you, comments, whatever, I don't care. Those are your 4 buckets, and fill this up. Now, I know people say this all the time. They say, Don, I don't know 50 people. Yes, you do. Go through your phone contacts. You have more than 50 people in there. You're being insecure, you're being critical of yourself, and you're being nervous. Get over it. Do you want to grow this business or not? Get all of those things and get those 50 contacts, okay? Now, don't rank them, don't prioritize them, just build the hot 50. And this 50 is your list for the next 30 days. And I'm gonna give you the exact words to send to them so it doesn't feel sleazy, skeezy, and gross. Step number 3, this is the part where most coaches not only dread, they stop altogether. This is the outreach, but don't worry, we're gonna do it easy. They dread outreach for one reason. They picture this gross, sleazy, used car salesperson version, and that is not real. They think, hey, I see you're a business owner and you maybe got some money, so I'm gonna jump on a call and pitch you. And that is not what you're going to do. I don't train that, I don't teach that, I don't believe in that. Nobody wants to send that. Nobody wants to receive it. So we're gonna do it a little bit different. What we're gonna do is a simple, what's called advice mode text. It's where you ask somebody for advice, makes it very soft and easy, and relies on the power of your relationship to make it work. So send this exact text. Hey, first name, I'm working on something and I needed your advice on it. When do you have 12 to 15 minutes this week? Thursday or Friday work? Done. That's it. Now, notice what I've done. I've taken all the pressure out of the call. It's about advice. I even picked the days. I made it easy for them to say yes. In addition, notice what I didn't say. I didn't say I'm a coach. That's really important. I made it very easy for them to say yes. Now, let's talk about the call. Once you have the call, start it with talking about their life and their world. Hey, Sarah, it's been a while. How are you? How are the kids? I hear your oldest is starting high school, and you just catch up and you ask everything you can about their life. And then without fail, principle of reciprocity will come into play, and they will ask what you're working on. And now don't say I'm a coach. Absolutely not. And don't say I've started a coaching business. Absolutely not. Say this exactly. I've started a business, insert name, and read your problem statement. I'll show you. When they ask back, when they do the principle of reciprocity and they say, well, what's going on with you? I would say, oh, well, thank you for asking. I've started this business called Accountability Now. And what we do is, small business owners under 20 million typically struggle with building their sales team, driving consistent revenue, and getting themselves as the owner out of the business. I solve that. Then I add this. Look, you're smart. I've always thought that. And knowing what you do, and now knowing what I do, what would you do if you were in my shoes? Where would you explore looking for opportunities? There's no pitch, there's no pressure. And watch what happens. One of 3 things will happen. They will give you advice, and now you're in a real conversation, or they will say, hey, wait a minute, that sounds like something I need. And now they're a potential client. Or they say, you should talk to Mike. And now you have a warm referral. All 3 move forward. Now, 2 more things about outreach. First, when someone gives you advice, use it, then circle back and tell them what you did. People root for someone who actually listens. The second message is often where the referral shows up. And then second, when someone doesn't reply, that is not a no. People are busy. They've got lives. Wait a week and send one soft nudge, something like, hey, no rush at all. Just Wanted to see if this got buried and would love to get your advice on this. One follow-up will double your replies. Most coaches might send the first message, hear nothing, and then quit. Don't be that person. There is money in the follow-up. Send this to your Hot 50 over the next 2 weeks, not all at once, a handful a day. So every message stays personal, and this one step alone will get you clients before you spend a dollar anywhere else. Now I'm going to show you how to get in front of people who've never heard of you without making a single silly post. Step number 4, directories. Your Hot 50 is warm traffic, it works, but it runs out. Directories are how you reach cold traffic that's already looking for a coach. And this is the part I like. You get to ride on someone else's marketing. That's super important. A directory spends the money and the years to rank on Google and pull in people searching for coaching. You show up as one of the coaches they find. You skipped all the hard part. You didn't have to do split testing or marketing or anything. You just get to be there when they're ready. Someone else built the road and you get to drive on it. Now, I want to say something very clearly to all of you, and this might sting a little bit, but it's important you hear it. If a directory is free, it's not going to work, and I mean that. Free listings will not send you clients. The reason is money. Internet real estate is expensive. Ranking on Google, buying the ads that feed the directory, all of that, keeping the site in front of buyers, all that costs real money every single day. If a directory isn't charging you, it isn't spending money to bring you traffic. So you get a listing that nobody sees. You have the world's greatest billboard in the middle of the desert. If a directory actually gets you leads and clients, it will cost money. That's not a red flag. That's the signal it's real. So invest right. A directory that costs you a bit and sends you 2 clients or 3 clients a year or whatever it is, it pays for itself many times over. A free one that sends you nothing costs you a thing you can't get back, which is time. Now I'm going to be very straightforward about my bias. As the co-CEO of Noomii, I know our directory is the best. It is the most trusted, and there's more coaches on Noomii than any other platform. I know that, but I'm also not going to pretend. I know our product is superior. I know that we send more leads to coaches than any other platform, but I'll let you explore that for yourself. Now, I hear from people say, Don, I can't afford a paid listing right now. I get it, but do the math instead of guessing. Say a listing costs you $100 a month and your coaching package is $2,000. You need 1 client to pay that off. 2, and you're way in the green. Just remember what delaying potentially does. And if your budget is really tight, maybe start with 1 directory that fits your niche best, prove it works, and then start to add more. You don't need all of them on day 1. You need 1, and you need to build it out over time. Get listed this week. It keeps working while you sleep. It gets you exposure and gets you out there. Ready for the last step? Now let's jump in. Step number 5. This is the one to remember if you forget everything else. 70% of your time, money, and energy needs to go into lead generation. That means finding clients comes before content, comes before your podcast, comes before you post quotes, comes before you get on LinkedIn and chat with people. It comes before you fix your website or your logo, all of it. And let me tell you what I see coaches do all the time. They spend money designing a post, Tuesday writing a newsletter that nobody opens, Wednesday recording a podcast for an audience of 5, Thursday redoing their website, and Friday they wonder why don't they have any clients. Stop that. All of that feels like work, but none of it is lead generation. Content is a very slow game. It might pay off in 1 or 2 or 3 years. You need clients in 30 days. Lead generation is the direct stuff. It's working your Hot 50. It's sending messages. It's making phone calls. It's connecting with people. It's following up with people who replied. It's getting on directories and answering the leads they send. It's asking every happy client, who else do you know? That is the work that fills a calendar. So, look at your last work week. How many hours went to finding clients and how many went to everything else? Most coaches find the number is backwards. They're spending 70% on content and 10% on lead gen. And then they blame the market. They say it's saturated and nobody's looking for it anymore. And that's simply not true. More people are looking on Google now than ever before for coaching. So if you've got 20 hours a week for your business, 70% is 14 hours. Those 14 hours go to talking to humans, making phone calls, sending texts, sending to your Hot 50, following up, getting on directories, asking happy clients who else they know. The other 6 hours, that can cover content, email, and admin, not the other way around. 14 focused hours of outreach a week will book you clients, I promise. I have never once seen it fail when somebody actually does the 14 hours. And I'm not telling you to quit content forever. Once your calendar is full, calendar is a fine long game, but you don't have a brand problem right now. You have a leads problem. So for the next 30 days, flip it. 70% on finding clients. Everything else can wait. And that is your 30-day playbook. Write the problem statement that makes you referable. Build your hot 50 from people you already know. Send the permissive message that asks for advice, not the sale. Get on paid directories so cold traffic finds you, and put 70% of everything into finding clients. All 5 steps stack and are building on each other, starting with that problem statement. None of this needs an ad budget or a big audience. It needs you to be direct and focus on the things that most coaches avoid, because it feels less comfortable than making another fun quote post. Do these 5 in order, starting today, and 5 clients in 30 days is not a stretch. It's just math. Enough of the right conversations and the calendar fills. If you want the simple cadence, take this. Week 1, write your problem statement, build your hot 50, and start the messages. Week 2, keep those messages going and get listed on a directory. Week 3, follow up with everyone and take the calls that come in. Week 4, close and ask every new client who else they know. 4 weeks, 5 clients, make it very real. So your first move is this. I built the exact Hot 50 outreach template for you with the fill in the blank messages and the follow-up scripts, so you're not staring at a blank screen. It's the first link below. Grab it, write your list, and send your first 5 messages before you go to bed. The coaches who book clients are the ones who send the messages the same day they watch this video. Be that coach. And as always, continue to like and subscribe to the channel, learn from it, join us on Noomii.com, and I'll be here every week to help you grow your practice 1 client at a time.